Welcome to the Books of the Month show. I am your host today, Dr. Marilyn Todman. I am really excited about this show today because we have a really phenomenal woman today as our guest. She is a retired school teacher and she has a lot to bring to the table today. Help me welcome my guest, Deb Ellis. Hi, Deb. How are you today?
I'm just fine. How are you doing?
I am doing wonderful today. I'm really excited about your book. I think it's just a great thing that you're doing in education. It is really needed today. And I want you to tell me a little bit about who you are and what brought about this book.
Well, I was born in Philadelphia, raised in South Jersey, and I came to Lebanon Valley College and loved it up here so much that I stayed. And I taught in two school districts, Northern Lebanon, and then I went to Mannheim Central as a reading specialist, and that's from where I retired. Mm-hmm. I taught first grade and was a reading specialist in different years, but still, even when I was teaching first grade, I spent most of the days teaching reading because it's my love, and I think children need to be turned on to it. And I wrote this book. I would go through the curriculum and see what was coming next. And then the night before, I would put words to different childhood songs and then teach my class through the songs the next day. In fact, red, when I'm teaching the color words, it goes R-E-D, red, R-E-D, red, and it continues. And one of my special boys was having trouble with the word, and I just hummed, da, 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 and he goes, red. So he's remembering it through the song, and I thought that was wonderful.
Wow, and the title of your book is Sing to Read.
Sing to Read, and it includes letter names and sounds, color words, vowels, contractions, and punctuation for emergent readers. And emergent readers could be as early as age 2, teaching the alphabet song, and all the way up to age 8. And it could also be used as remediation. If children are having trouble in school, they could work with this at home. But what I'd like to see is the schools buy a book for everybody, and then they would have one to sing out of every day.
Would you recommend this as a standard reading program in schools, or is this more so for children with learning disabilities?
No, would be standard. It just works well with this learning disabilities, but this works with everybody. Well, the ABC song, if you've been around first graders, you know when they're singing the song, and they come to lmnop, they say like mnop, and slide it all together. So I wrote it with claps in it. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now I know my uppercase letters. Let's move on to lowercase letters. Wow. And then I have uppercase, and then the lowercase is on the other. And this is one of my neighbors I tutored over the summer before he went to kindergarten.
Wow, that sounds really good to me.
MNOP, which just about everybody does.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I think a lot of children get that a little confused. Even my granddaughter, and she said she doesn't even know what she would say LMNOP, but it's like they get lost somewhere between that. So I think that's
Right.
what you're doing.
They need to have their fingers on the letters here to know when to clap, and so they're saying the word letter and seeing the letter at the same time.
Absolutely, absolutely. So how many songs have you written?
Pardon me?
Have you written many songs with the reading? Sing to Read?
Well, just this book. Mm-hmm. I went through the kindergarten through second grade curriculum, and saw what it covered, and then I wrote songs to teach all those skills.
Wow. Okay.
So I think I have about 75 songs in here.
Oh, wow.
Covering all these different subjects. But the one I sang to you would be the first one that they would learn, like around 2 or a little bit after, because that they could get into the beat in the class.
Yes.
Long before they're reading.
Okay. Okay. And would you recommend this book to schools?
Absolutely. I would like to see schools buy one for everyone. Mm-hmm. It would not replace a reading book because you need to have a reading book with stories and comprehension. But this would be, instead of those ridiculous phonics books and workbooks that come with the basal readers where you fill in the blank. So you get a short A and you color in the circle under cat. You're not going to remember that, but you're going to remember this song. So I would throw out all the workbooks, including handwriting, if anybody still does that, and just use this for handwriting. It could even be used for spelling.
Okay. Wow.
But then they need little books that they could read and
Okay. Can you go into a little bit more detail if you had to kind of compare your Sing to Read book with some of the phonics books and so forth in school? How would you compare the difference?
songs. In fact, some of my parents said, like A has one sound, and things like that they hear around the house over and over and over and over again. They sing them at home. Where in a phonics book, okay, today we learn the short A. Let's color in the circle under all the words with short A. And that's it. And it's like 2 choices. A is for cat or A is for dog, and you color in under the cat. But you're not really absorbing it, and it's not becoming a part of you. Whereas these become a part of you. The kids are singing them years later, and some of my former first graders are using them in their classrooms. Okay. Which is really an honor.
Okay, it really sounds like a plan. So you've been doing this quite a while. How long have you been teaching before retirement? Okay, it really sounds like a plan. So you've been doing this quite a while. How long have you been teaching before retirement? Make the determination. 30 years. Okay, awesome, awesome. And within that 30-year period, when did you make the determination that that singing to read would be a better choice? Okay.
I'm not sure how it started, but I think it started with color words.
For children having reading problems? Okay. Was this because you saw more children having reading problems?
Necessities of raising a child is reading to them. I can still remember my dad reading to me when I was very little, and I loved to read. And I learned through phonics books, but I survived.
Yeah, you survived.
Right.
So I think a lot of us have survived, but definitely singing to read makes it more. Yeah, you survived. So I think a lot of us have survived, but definitely singing to read makes it more exciting and fun for children, for sure.
This they went crazy on. This is short A. I'm trying to get the baby in the picture there. And the baby is saying, ah, for the short A sound. And then in the short A song, they sing, A has 2 sounds, A has 2 sounds, A and ah, A and ah. And they'd all jump out of their seats. I mean, they just loved it.
Oh, wow.
Really as in apples, A as an angel, A, ah, A, ah, A, ah. And that, oh, I could just, like, then the chairs are going and they're popping up and screaming. but they're going to remember what short A sounds like. And vowel sounds are very difficult to tell the difference. And they will remember them. I have E for hearing aid. Eh, I can't hear you.
Okay.
I have I is for itch.
Okay, wow.
And O is when you go to the doctor or dentist.
Amazing, amazing.
There he is. And you say,
so much because you're doing such a tremendous.
and that one they go,
Amazing, amazing. I just thank you so much because you're doing such a tremendous work.
they go,
Yes, yes.
and the kids just loved acting them out and really knew that. When I compare that to 30 years ago, I wish I had had something like this to teach my kids with.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I see a lot of children get to know all the songs that's played on the radio, and then they have trouble. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I see a lot of children get to know all the songs that's played on the radio, and then they have trouble learning in school. And I often wondered about that. I said, how can they learn all of these songs, and they know the songs word for word, and when they get to school, they don't know anything? And I wondered about that. So I think what you're doing is fantastic. I think it's working, and according to what you're saying, and I just wish you good luck on what you're doing with your book and hope that you'll be able to write many, many more books about this.
I have my book now, so.
Yes, and this is still a form of teaching. You're teaching to the world, literally.
Yes.
Yes. Is there
Thank you.
anything else you would like? Yes, and this is still a form of teaching. You're teaching to the world, literally.
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything else you would like to say about your book and about children?
At the very beginning with the title, Welcome to Sing to Read. And I teach the whole book just as if I would teach a lesson to my children. Like there's one page that I have a typo on that, let's see, it's M. I make a point of saying, see, teachers make mistakes too. I'm not sure where it is, but there's an M and it should be red because it's the letter that we're studying. And it's black. And I said, oh, look at there on the bottom line. I forgot to make that red. And I do that all through the book, just like I'm talking to my kids. So it's very comfortable. And then I sing every song for them. Wow. And give the introduction. Everything that's in here is on the tape and more, because my teaching of it.
Wow, awesome.
Tapes.
This is wonderful. I don't think I've heard of anything like this in the form of a book, and this just seems to be really amazing. This is wonderful. I don't think I've heard of anything like this in the form of a book, and this just seems to be really amazing, and I know that it is great for a lot of children, and I thank you so much for writing the book, and I'm sure our viewers will be contacting you. The information is on the screen, how to get this book. If you have children, this needs to be in your library. Deb, I thank you so much for coming on the show today.
I thank you very much for welcoming me.
You are very welcome. Thank you very much.